So people sometimes ask, do you work from photos or do you like get a vibe from the place in real life and draw from that? And the answer is a little 50-50. Like I'll use photos to get accuracy, but to capture the feel, I like to do, like for cityscapes, most of the ones I've done were places that I've been to and spent time in and have some sort of impression of the place. In this style, you don't necessarily have to like deliberately make the city feel a certain way. You'll sort of subconsciously just like do it automatically. This is why Phoenix looks hot, Philly looks abrasive, Toronto looks windy, Boston looks cold. It's why Providence is a rainbow. It just comes out that way if that's how you feel about the place. When people ask for a particular city, usually I've been there. Maybe I've only driven through them, but usually I spend like at least a day. So I was telling someone this, and they asked if I could do Chicago. They specifically said, "Have you been to Chicago?" So I didn't know how to answer because so the thing about Chicago is that it has one of the coolest skylines in the country or even the world, in my opinion. When I was in my obsessed with cityscapes phase, which was between the time I was born and now, I wanted to go to Chicago worse than any other place just to look at the crazy landscape. It's like sci fi looking and like always matched by a reflection from the giant lake. And like, I don't know, it's just this wild, and not to mention, but have I been there? Welp, what had happened was years ago, I had a flight that was stopping in Chicago to change planes. And this was the highlight of my day because finally I'm going to lay eyes on Chicago. I couldn't wait to fly in and out, glued to the window like a dog. You know what I mean? I had an aisle seat and everyone's windows were closed. So I get off my plane and into the airport where there's no windows. I have about 10 seconds to get to the other side of the airport for the next flight. Now, if you've ever been to O'Hare, you know that this means sprinting down a hallway long enough that the plane could have like landed in it, getting on like a little train like thing, another hallway, some stairs to the center of the earth, and then you ride an alpaca up to where you get on the roller coaster, and then you go through security again, and then there's this like wormhole warp thing that you go through. The whole time, I've got my internal compass like locked on east, trying to like remember which way is east because I knew that the city was to the east of the airport, and I'm like keeping an eye open for any window that might be pointed towards that skyline. So I'm finally running up on my gate, and I see that I have about 2 minutes to look out the window that's coming up. So I run over to the window. I verified that it was east that I was looking out, and I get there panting with like my big ass suitcase. Fog, could barely even see the plane that I was about to walk onto. Like just the window was just a big gray blank void. So I just said to them, "Yeah, I've been to Chicago." And also, yes, I can work from photos.